Hi everyone, I'm Kara from Maple City PT. I'm going to lead you through a 15-minute core workout. Most of these exercises are based on some yoga principles, so I will give you scalable options for everything we do. Let's get started. We're going to start on your hands and knees. Your hands are going to be right under your shoulders, and your knees are going to be right under your hips. So the first thing we're going to do is called spinal waves. Basically, all you're going to do first is you're going to just round out your back. And as you round out, you're going to breathe out. As your head get heavy. And then you're going to go the opposite way. So you're going to arch your back. The last thing that comes up should be your head. And as you're arching your back, you're also going to breathe in. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. So we're going to do this 5 times to your breath. So breathe out, round out your back. Breathe in, arch your back. Breathe out, round your back, head heavy. Breathe in, arch your back. Do one more. Breathe out, arch your back. Breathe in. Okay, so now we're going to go into a flat back position, and we're going to engage our core a little bit more now. So the first thing you're going to do is keep your back nice and straight, your belly in. You're going to lift up the left leg. You're going to keep your back straight. Once you get your balance, you'll lift up your right arm. You should be looking down. Hold it. Good. Release the arm. Release the leg. Now we're going to do that on the other side. Tighten your belly. Lift up the right leg. Back straight, belly in. Once you get your balance, lift up the left arm. Hold. Good. Release the arm. Release the leg. We're going to do that 2 more times on each side. We're going to lift up the left leg again. And then lift up the right arm and hold. Release the arm. Release the leg. This time I'm going to show you a little bit of a modification if that's too hard for you. So if you have to, you can even just extend the leg and keep your toes down. And then you can lift the arm if you can. You could also put that down in front of you if you need to. Release the arm, release the leg. I'll show that modification again on the other side. Extend the leg. Extend the arm. You can keep your toes down and your hand down. And release. Okay, so now we're going to go up into a position in yoga called down dog. So you're going to spread your hands wide, get a nice good grip on the floor, curl your toes under, and then lift up your hips. You need to scale this. If your hamstrings are too tight, you can bend your knees. That'll really elongate your back. Try to keep your heels down as best you can. If you can't, no big deal. You can pedal through the feet, get a nice stretch through your hamstrings and your calves. We're going to do one standing pose. So keep your hands planted on the ground. You're going to lift up the right leg. And then sweep it through, step between your hands. Your knee should be over your ankle or even maybe a little bit behind your ankle. Go up onto your fingertips. We're going to go into a lunge position. So there's 2 ways to do it. I will show the standard way and then I'll show the modified way. So from here, you can walk your hands up onto your hips or onto your knee. Your left hip should remain forward. And if you want, you can swing your arms up overhead and hold. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. If you want, you can do a little bit of a back bend. Keep your core engaged. Okay, from here, we're gonna drop the hands to your heart. You're gonna bring your palms together, hinge forward, and then you're gonna hook your left elbow on your right outer thigh for a twist. Twisting can be really good for digestion. Hold. Your back leg should be engaged. Your core should still be tight. Good, and then release your hands down to the floor. Bring your right leg back. Go back into that downward dog. Head should be heavy. Pushing away with your hands. We're gonna do the same thing on the left side. So lift up the left leg behind you. And sweep it through your hands. So this time, at this point, go up onto your fingertips. Scoot that left leg forward if you need to. I'll show the modified version. So you can also stay down on your knee. And then when you're ready, walk your hands up. Make sure your hips stay forward. And if you want, you can sweep your arms overhead. And hold. Keep your belly tight, shoulders down. And then bring your palms together, drop them down to your heart. Hinge forward, hook your right elbow on your left outer thigh for a twist. Drop the hands down and sweep the leg back into downward dog. Everybody doing okay so far? Good. Drop down to the knees again. And the next one we're going to do is a side plank, and I'll show the modified version of the side plank. So we're going to start on the right side. You're going to bring your right leg out to the side. So your foot's going to be kind of a perpendicular angle. You bring your right hand under your right shoulder, and then you're going to rotate to the left. So you can stay here. You can bring that left arm up. You could also bring that left arm over your head. Other options. You can lift up the left leg. You could also bring your left leg behind you and grab your foot for a quad stretch. Okay. Square up the shoulders and then square up the hips. And then we're going to do the other side. I'm going to be facing away from you this time, and I will show the standard version, not the modified version. So left arm goes down under your shoulder. You're going to turn that left leg out to the side. Put that right foot down on the ground. And then you can reach up. The standard version would be to have that other leg out. To keep that core engaged. You can also bring the arm overhead. You could also lift up a leg. Square up the shoulders. Square up the hips. And back down. So we're going to do another exercise that's good for the core. I'm going to turn my mat the other way so you can see a little bit better. So this is called like a forearms at high plank exercise. So you're going to start, I'm going to show the modified version first. You can start on your knees. Then you're going to drop down onto your forearms. And from here, you're going to just push back up into straight arms. And then back down. You should be switching arms every time so that each arm is doing an equal amount of work. Again, your core should be tight. Keep your belly in. The other way to do that, the more challenging way, if you want a challenge, is to go right up onto your feet. And then you're going to do the same thing. Drop down to your forearms, back up. Forearms, back up. Forearms, back up. The goal is to try to keep your hips fairly stable. Most of the work should be coming from your arms, not your hips side to side. Let's do 4 more. We'll do 2 more per side. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Good. Drop back down to your knees. Take a quick break. Take a nice deep breath. Good. And just to balance that out, neutralize it, we're going to do 1 more down dog. Push away the mat with your hands. Head should be heavy. Knees can be bent if that helps, makes it feels more comfortable. Good, and then drop back down onto your hands and knees. I'm going to turn my mat sideways again to do a couple more exercises with you guys. So we're going to just swing your feet out to the side so that you go back down into a sitting position. And when you're going to try a boat pose. So there's a couple different ways to do it. And I'll show you the modified version and then I'll kind of progress it so you can see the different ways. So the final position would be something like this. Okay, but you can start even with your hands behind your knees and then just lean back. Your belly's still going to be engaged, you'll still get a good workout. If you want to progress it a little bit more from there, you can lift up the feet. Keep your knees bent for now. Once that gets a little bit easier, you can release the hands and hold. You might find you start shaking a little bit, and that's okay. And as you get better, and if your hamstrings allow you to, I can't quite do it all the way, but you're going to extend the knees, bring the arms out. If you really want to challenge, you can do a couple of motions from here where you extend and come back up. I like to do this with my knees bent. It's a little bit better on your back. Extend, back up, do 2 more. Extend, back up, extend, and back up. Good, and then you can just release, bring your feet back down to the ground. Let's just do a couple spinal waves from here. This is a really easy way just to let your back relax. Bring your hands behind your thighs again, and then you're just going to round out your back. So you're just kind of slouching down. And then you can arch and sit nice and tall. Slouch. Arch and sit tall. Let's do 1 more. Slouch. And sit tall. Good. Just release your legs. Take a little break. Next, we're going to drop back onto our backs. Okay, and we're going to do a bridge from here. So again, there's a couple different ways you can do it. I will start with the easiest way and progress from there. So you can start with your hands down on the ground. You're going to rock your pelvis backwards, so you're bringing your belly button towards your rib cage. Tighten your belly. And you can just even lift up the hips just a little bit and hold that. As you get better, you might be able to go higher and hold. Again, your belly should be tight, your butt should be tight. You really shouldn't be digging in too much with your feet. And then you can come back down. We're going to do 4 more. You can also take away your hands if you're ready to. Lift up the hips and hold. And release. Again, tighten the belly, lift up the hips and hold. Release. Ways to make this harder. You could bring the arms up overhead if you wanted to. You can also come up, kick out a leg, kick out a leg, back down. Do it one more time. Tighten the belly, lift up the hips, kick out a leg, kick out a leg. This time when you go down, I want you to go up onto your toes first, and you're gonna roll down, try to go one vertebrae at a time. You're gonna start from the top and work your way down. So you're just gonna roll down nice and easy. The last thing you should be letting go of is kind of your tailbone hitting the ground. Good, and then just relax. The final thing we're gonna do, just to give our backs a little bit of a break and give ourselves a little bit of love, we're gonna bring our knees right into our chest, hug your knees in. And that might feel good just to massage your back by rocking back and forth. You can also go up and down. When you feel ready, cross your ankles, rock up, and come all the way up to a seated position. That's it for today's core workout. I hope you guys had fun. Please leave me some feedback and I will be back with you next week. Bye.